What's going on, guys? My name is Nick. I also go by Suuperblah here on YouTube. Since Dan is away on paternity leave, I wanted to help out and make sure the content kept coming to you guys. So today I'm bringing you a video on one of my favorite parts of any Pokemon game, glitches. There's a ton of glitches all throughout the franchise in all generations, so I decided to make a top 5 list of what I think are the craziest glitches in Pokemon. Alright, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Kicking things off at number 5 is the Acid Rain glitch. In the 4th generation Pokemon games, weather abilities like Snow Warning and Sandstream lasted for the entire battle, or until they were replaced by another type of weather. Whenever a Pokemon fainted from an opponent using Pursuit while one of these weathers were activated, it caused a phenomenon where every type of weather was activated at one time. However, each of these types of weather also counted as the same type as the original weather that was set up when the glitch occurred. In this case, we have Hail from Abomasnow's Snow Warning occurring several times per round. This, coupled with Walreign's Ice Body ability, allows it to regain an absurd amount of hit points every round, making it incredibly difficult to take down. The fact that this glitch occurred on Wi-Fi and local wireless battles meant that it had a major impact on the competitive metagame, something that few glitchers ever have a chance to do. This earns Acid Rain the number 5 spot on our list. Coming in at number 4, we have one of the most famous glitches in video game history, the Missingno glitch. Missingno is an odd creature you can find in the first generation Pokemon games, and after you battle it, the item in the 6th slot of your bag increases to over 100, which makes this glitch especially great for rare candies and Master Balls. The traditional way to perform this glitch is to talk to the old man in Viridian City, and then fly to Cinnabar Island and surf the coast until you find Missingno. However, my preferred method can be done much earlier in the game. As soon as the player reaches Vermilion City, they can use the teleport glitch, also called the Mew glitch, to force an encounter with Missingno. By warping off the bug catcher on the top left of Route 6, and battling the Gambler with the Vulpix on Route 11, you can make Missingno appear and get a ton of rare candies early in the game, making the Missingno glitch even more advantageous for you on your playthrough. At number 3, we have the Experience Underflow glitch. The Experience Underflow glitch refers to a glitch in the Generations 1 and 2 games where the result of the calculation of a Pokemon's experience was a negative number, or when a level 1 Pokemon in the medium to slow experience bracket is forced to jump to level 100 but not gaining enough experience to jump to level 2. Once again, we can use a teleportation glitch to force an encounter of a desired Pokemon. In this case, we'll be getting Gengar before we face Brock in Pokemon Yellow. Normally, the teleportation encounters appear at level 7, but this level can be reduced by lowering a stat of the Pokemon we face by 6, one stage for each level, bringing our wild Pokemon down to level 1. Since Diglett corresponds to the Gengar encounter, we'll have to let him wipe our party after lowering his stats by 6 stages. After that, we can head down to Viridian Forest and catch ourselves a Gengar. Once Gengar is captured, you simply just need to have it gain less than 54 experience and it'll grow right to level 100. Then you can get right to kicking Brock's ass. And on we go to number 2, where we have one of the coolest, yet most time-consuming glitches, the Void glitch. The Void glitch is a pretty expansive glitch that allows players to do a ton of different things, but for our purposes, we'll be looking at how it can be used to reach the Flower Paradise, where the player can catch the legendary Pokemon, Shaman. To start off with the glitch, you need to perform a very slight move known as tweaking. Put simply, tweaking is the little zigzag movement that makes the map loading within the game freak out a bit, launching the Void. Once the Void is up, the player then can proceed to follow some pretty specific steps in various directions to eventually reach Shaman. I won't go over the steps here because that would take a really
1 eternity later.
Really long time. After your player's legs get tired and he can't run anymore, you'll eventually start walking through an ocean and then some grass, and before you know it, you'll be in a paradise filled with flowers and a tiny little hedgehog will be there for you to catch. It is worth noting that this process isn't limited to just catching Shaman, it's also applicable for Darkrai on New Moon Island and Cresselia on Full Moon Island. Also, there are some more streamlined version of the glitch that's faster and easy to do, but I felt like the length and specificity of this version added a bit to the craziness factor, and that's what this video is all about, right? Rounding off the list at number 1 is my personal craziest glitch, Pokemon Yellow's Save Corruption. By using this glitch, players can beat the game with a sub 1 minute in-game time, showing all zeros on the Hall of Fame screen. Since this is the last glitch on our list and it's relatively easy to do, what do you say we change things up a bit and I'll walk you through exactly how to do it. To get started with the glitch, set your game text to fast and begin a new game as you normally would. When naming characters, it's imperative that you select the Ash name for your player character and the preset Blue name for your rival. This deals with binary data. I don't completely understand it, but it's definitely important or I wouldn't be telling you to do it. Once we're in game, we want to go downstairs, keeping in mind to walk in the most efficient way possible. This means that straight lines with as few turns as possible because turning frames are slower than straight frames. This is good practice if you ever want to try speedrunning. It just helps you walk faster and it saves a lot of time over the course of the playthrough. Next up, stand near the exit. This isn't really required, but it does help you finish faster as you're closer to the door. Open the save menu and go down to save. Select yes. Once the yes/no box disappears, there's approximately a 2-frame window to turn off the system and turn it back on, or if you're on Virtual Console, touch the bottom screen and select reset. When the game restarts, if it was done incorrectly, it'll either say the save file was destroyed, or you'll have a saved game with no glitchiness to it at all. If done correctly, a ton of in-game values, including the party and inventory, will be set to 255, which again is super important, I promise, but I couldn't begin to tell you why. Anyway, continue your game, open up the Pokemon menu, which will appear empty but you can move through it. Switch slot number 2 with slot number 10. Go down 1 slot, switch slot number 11 with slot number 9, and then you can back out. This will switch some kind of in-game data around and it'll cause the glitch inventory to appear in your bag. Next up, just open your item inventory and scroll down until the cursor stops blinking and gets stuck. Simply press A to continue scrolling down. If the scrolling down doesn't work at any time, just press A again and continue on. Pretty close by, there will be an item with a glitch symbol for a 6 as its number. The item will have a different name every time, but the 6 will be there. It should be below a Master Ball with a kind of blank space for its amount, or sometimes it's a 7. I'm sure that changes for a reason too, but again, no clue why. Anyway, press select on the glitched item, scroll down a little bit, and switch the item with a different Master Ball that's below a Great Ball and above a different glitched item. Okay, just toss 68. Yeah, 68. If it were made a couple decades later, whatever, just toss 68 at the item. This changes the color palette of the current screen that you're on, so you'll know if it works or not. But more importantly, it'll alter the warp ID for your house door, meaning you can exit the door and bam, you're in the Hall of Fame. Talk to the silly old man that you actually haven't met yet, and watch the credits roll. If it's your first time, you may have a game time of 1 minute at the end, but keep trying and go for the zeros, baby. Well, that's a wrap for my top 5 craziest glitches, but there's still a ton more left to be discussed, so be sure to comment below what you think is the coolest glitch in Pokemon, or any other games you like. Also, remember to leave a like and subscribe to aDrive's channel if you aren't already. And if you enjoyed this video, and you'd like more content from me, in the description below is a link to my channel where I upload Let's Plays, Pokemon glitch videos, tutorials, and competitive battles from nearly every generation. Thanks for watching everyone, have an awesome day, peace.